For my demonstration, I'm going to show you how to play a note on the trumpet. So first, what you're going to do is get your trumpet out. So this is mine. I've been playing for a couple of years now, since 5th grade, and I'm currently 20. So the first part that we're going to begin on is the mouthpiece. This is the source of your sound. What makes a sound is the vibration created by the lips and your embouchure, and basically you're going to want to make a vibration through this mouthpiece. So with me, I try to kind of keep my lips a little bit together and keep the corners tight. So the focus is to make that vibration sound, like I was saying. So I know it's going to sound a little funny, but imagine making a farting sound with your lips. You're going to want to focus that farting sound in the center. It's going to sound something like this. The reason why you're going to want to focus in the center is because with the mouthpiece, the sound goes throughout the center, which resonates throughout the entire horn. What you're going to do is try to focus that airstream through that hole. So get your mouthpiece. With me, it doesn't matter what mouthpiece size that you use. I use a 3C because it's better for hitting higher notes. But yeah, grab your mouthpiece, put it up to your lips. The standard way to hold it is between your two first fingers, and then your thumb. That's how I hold it. And then you're going to want to put it up to your lips. And remember, keep your corners of your mouth firm and think about that farting sound. Remember, focus it on the center. And you're not going to want to put the mouthpiece too tight against your face either. So, yeah. So this is how I do it from the side angle. This is the mouthpiece, this is my lips. You see that I just put it straight up to my lips. All right. So now we're going to make that vibration sound, that farting sound with your lips. So take a breath and think about that farting sound. And like I said, when you put it against your lips, you're not going to want any tension between you and the mouthpiece. The more tension that you put against you and the mouthpiece, the worse that your sound will be when you play it into the actual horn. So your sound may not sound like this at first. The focus is just to get it consistent. So with me, I started on the mouthpiece, just focusing on just this buzzing sound. So I did it 3 times just so you can get an idea of the sound that you want to try to replicate. Just focus on keeping a consistent airstream when you're going through the mouthpiece and making that fart sound. You're going to want to keep the airflow pretty much the same if you're just trying to go for one note. All right, so once you have that sound, the only thing that you have to do next is connect it to the horn. So with the mouthpiece, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, only one hole that you could really put it into. I mean, you could put it in this end, but you can't make a sound that way. So yeah, so just plug your mouthpiece in, give it a little turn so that it doesn't fall out. See, nice and snug. Now, your brain is gonna want to think, oh, let me do something completely different. Let me try to go out of my way to make the sound. Let me try to like tense up. But you're gonna want to be as relaxed as possible and just focus on that farting sound. That's all it is. Pushing that sound all the way through your horn. That's what makes the resonance that comes out through the bell. This is the bell. The air travels through the mouthpiece from you, the player, all the way through the piping to the mouthpiece over here, or to the end, not the mouthpiece, other way around. But yeah, your sound travels all the way throughout the horn and resonates throughout this part. So notice the shape, it like amplifies the sound out towards the end. All you gotta do is just make that fart sound and make the sound throughout the trumpet. So remember what I was saying, focus on that farting sound with the lips. Put the trumpet, hold it up to your face. So if you're just learning your first note, it doesn't really matter how you hold it. I mean, this is the standard position. You're gonna wanna kind of like put your hand in a C position. This hand, your right hand, and there's this little area right between the first two valves. You're gonna slide your thumb right in there, and then close the C up, putting your pinky right here, and your 3 fingers on top right here. And then with your other hand, you just wanna take it kind of like, imagine you're going for a handshake, open palm. So you just wrap your fingers around, put your 2 fingers right here, put your thumb right here. I believe that's your index finger right here, and then pinky right there. So that's how they hold the horn. And now, make that sound. Focus on that farting sound through the lips. Take a breath too. You can't play without any air. So after you make your first note, that's when you can start experimenting and go into different things. You can start learning your scales, which is going up on notes. I seen your guitar in the background, so I assume you already know how to play. You already know about chords and stuff like that, and octaves and that whole thing. But yeah, once you get a little further along, you can learn scales. So I'll play the B flat scale, for example. So that's how you learn how to play the trumpet, or at least your first note. It takes a little bit more practice to get a little better, but if you commit to it, spend time with it, you can get good at it. All right, you have a good night.